We're back with the bad vibe.
With Dwight and Jeremy.
Yeah.
I'm Dwight.
And of course I'm Jeremy.
It's the first time I ever said it.
Yeah. This is episode 55.
55, stay alive.
Yep.
They used to say that for the buses.
Mm-hmm.
I think even the buses go faster than that now. 65.
Yeah, they're like 65, yeah, something like that.
Because if you don't go 55, you won't stay alive. There's people doing 85, 90 out there. I mean, of course there's people doing faster, but it's like legal to do 80.
If you're doing anywhere, no matter what speed you're going, if you're going over like 10 miles an hour, you're a danger. If you're going real slow and somebody hits you, it's dangerous no matter what.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Yeah, I gotta get my notebook ready. I have homework. Yeah, I don't know where the
homework.
Dude, you know what? I was at work the other day, and there's this guy. He's like retarded. Mm-hmm. Like he's not officially retarded, but he's the next step. You know what I mean? Like the evolutionary chart of retards.
He's the missing link.
Yeah.
Of retardism.
He's real slow.
Is it retardism?
Retardism? I guess so.
It's not retardism. It's retardism.
Yeah. Yeah, because it doesn't mean like to tard again. Yeah. Retard is the one word. Like retard is one word. When you say retard, it's retardism. Like it sounds clinical. When you say retard, it sounds like you're being mean.
Yeah, you retard.
Yeah.
Or he's retarded.
Yeah. He's a retard. Retard is way funnier than retarded.
He's retarded.
You know?
He's retarded. Yeah. It's retarded, not retarded. Right?
I guess it's retarded if your dad was a tard too, and then he has you. It's like his dad was retarded, and he's retarded.
It's like putting the hard R in there.
Yeah.
It's more...
Why does retard? Because it ends on that hard consonant.
Retard.
Tard.
It's retard.
Retarded just kind of softens the consonant at the end.
I guess so.
I mean, we're a science podcast above all else.
I mean, how long have people been using the word retard? Well,
it's a real word. You know, because like AC machines, to work on ACs, it goes into like, it has retard on the settings.
Okay.
I used to love that. I don't know if I'm just immature, but when I would look at that machine.
I didn't know that, yeah.
It's like that revac machine or whatever they call it.
Okay.
Revac. Anyway, it doesn't matter. The machine they used to work on ACs, it has a setting on it that says retard, and I never looked at it and didn't laugh. Like, retard.
He pushed it.
Yeah. But retard means like to slow down.
Okay.
So your brain's slow, you're a retard.
I'm a little slow with that one.
Yeah. But anyway, this guy at work, who is a retard, he was telling me, he's like, he was all excited to tell me, like I'd be excited. He's like, hey man, some friends of mine from church, they went on this tour.
Oh, he is retarded?
Oh, he's real churchy.
Oh, yeah, he's stupid.
And so he's like, yeah, these friends of mine from church went on this tour. He's like, it's really cool. I'm thinking about like saving up. And I was like, oh, that's cool. What is it? Like a cruise or something? I figure it's like a church cruise, you know? Mm. And he's like, no, man, it's the Home Alone tour. And I was like, please tell me more. I got to know what this is. I was thinking maybe it was something like you leave your kids and
go. They go to New York?
Yeah, it gets better than that. So the first leg of the tour is to Chicago.
Okay.
Or wherever in the Midwest where their Home Alone house is.
Yeah. But
see, that's like a dude's house.
You go on a tour like across states?
Dude, you go up there and you go to the original house. And he's like, yeah, my friend told me that. See, because he made it sound like, here's what I think it is. I think it's some kind of sketchy dude selling this tour. Because he's like, they said when they got to the house, the dude was like, oh, more people looking at the house. It wasn't. So like if the guy who owned the house was in on it, he would be like welcoming and like, oh, here's the staircase where the paint things swing down or whatever. But he said the guy was like kind of like rolled his eyes like, oh, people look at the house. So you go to that house and you look at it. And he's like the neighbor's house was there too. And I was like, well, yeah.
Where do you think that was going to go? The neighbor's house was a prop?
Yeah.
You know
he's like, you know that old man? I was like, yeah, I'm familiar with the movie. But so he's like, you look at the Home Alone house.
Yeah, he died.
Like he wasn't home.
Yeah, the movie came out in fucking 91.
It was like 85. But
now he still has a snow shovel. You know?
He's still scaring the kids, even though he turns out to be nice.
He really would be scaring the kids now. I mean, he's been dead for probably 10 years.
He's just a skeleton.
Worms coming out his eyeballs or eye sockets or whatever.
But the way he told it, it made it sound like like it was a tour, but it was, you know, like those tours you see in LA, like celebrity home tours.
You say tour.
Tour. I say tour. I don't say tour. What are you, British?
You go on a tour.
Do you always call everybody...
How have we've known each other all these years, and I've never heard you say tour.
Tour?
Yeah.
Tour makes you sound like you love dick. That's gay.
Is it tour?
Tour.
It's not a tour.
I put the U in it, but
It's a silent U?
Tour is gay. Tour sounds like the U comes first. It's
route or route?
It's T-O-U-R, not T-U-O-R.
Route or route?
I say route.
I think it's route, yeah.
Root is like what's a tree? A tree has roots.
But, no, it's tour. Not
It's O-U-R, not U-O-R.
tour.
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 You sound British.
You're saying tour.
Tour. Anyway.
No, they're going on a tour.
They go on a trip where a guy shows them stuff. But anyway, I think it's more
Wait, hold on. You say trip? Okay.
I think it's more like those L.A., like...
like you get in the bus.
Like the celebrities aren't in on that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? You're looking at their house and they're like, ugh. I think it's like
Macaulay Culkin's like, what? You knock on his door.
He should buy that house.
He should live there, yeah.
He should have bought it. It's a nice house.
And shit, you know what I mean?
But I guess he wants to live in like New York or whatever. So anyway, you go there. And I was like, oh, that's crazy, but whatever. He's like, the next part of the tour is New York, where the hotel where part 2 was. And I was like, they just take you to a hotel. Because it's a hotel. It's the Plaza Hotel.
Yeah.
And, like, Donald Trump was in that movie because he owned the hotel. So I guess he worked out a deal.
He was in it?
Yeah, he there's a scene where he, like, says something to Macaulay Culkin. So I guess he worked out a deal because he's like, I'll let y'all film here, but let me have a scene. You know what I mean? Like, something like that. So, anyway, so they take you to fucking Chicago or whatever. You look at some guy's house that doesn't want you looking at it. And you're like, oh, look, that's the house. I'm guessing you don't go in because he said the guy was like pissed that people were looking at the house. So you just look at the outside of the house?
Why would he fucking buy it then?
Oh, you're going to love the kicker to this story. So you go to New York.
Am I going to hear it tomorrow?
Yeah, you'll hear it tomorrow. You go to New York and you look at the Plaza Hotel. Mm. It's a hotel. Like, it looks like a hotel. I don't know. And I think you stay the night there. This tour, $4,500.
What?
To look at a house and look at a hotel.
You don't get to go see the old beat up house at the end of part 2?
I think all you see, like, with the water all in it and stuff.
Well, I mean, get it. A lot of this is flight.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is you could just pay for a flight, look at a guy's house, and go look at the Plaza Hotel on your own. Why are you paying the extra? The flight doesn't cost $4,500.
No, if you're going to California for 2 people, maybe.
What do you think? Let's say
Hawaii.
Because the dude lives in Texas. So what's a flight to the Midwest?
I don't know. For one person?
Yeah.
I don't know, probably about 4 or 5.
4 or 5. So it's probably a little more than that back to New York from there.
Okay.
You're looking at $1,000. Let's say you want to stay the night at the Plaza. It's probably expensive. Let's say it's $1,000 a night. You're still only at $2,000.
Yeah.
So there's $2,500 extra dollars going in some dude's pocket for a Home Alone tour. You don't get to see Macaulay Culkin. You don't get to like.
What about renting car? You have to rent a car. You have to go. You have to know where it's at, so we can do.
Renting a car is cheap though.
Okay.
So you don't get to see Macaulay Culkin. The house isn't all rigged up with traps. You don't get to like. It's none of that. You just look at the house and you look at the Plaza Hotel.
Yeah, it's not like it's set up to where it's a museum.
No, and the Plaza Hotel is a working hotel, so there's just people staying there because they're there.
Yeah.
It's not.
There's people that like work there, and there's like like maids and shit that just do they hate their job, and then you're going there paying some guy fucking $4,500, and
church people will fall for anything.
Yeah,
dude.
they will. Church people and Macaulay Culkin.
If Macaulay Culkin was doing the tour, then it'd be worth it.
Oh yeah.
He just shows you like, yeah,
he's so fucking weird looking. I wouldn't want to go anywhere around New York or Chicago. Chicago's like the
cool, though,
murder capital of the world. And
not the place where that house is.
Yeah, but I mean, like, you go to Chicago with some fucking guy that looks like he'd murder you.
Well,
it seems like if he's driving the car through New York, and you're gonna go check the thing out, he's gonna like go to the bad neyborhood. He's like, hold on, I gotta like stop and pick something up.
It's kind of like on Harold and Kumar, Neil Patrick Harris.
Yeah,
it seems like he'd be like that, right?
He's the it looks like he's the guy that's gonna break into the house. You know what I mean?
He looks like the guy that would be the wet bandit or whatever. Yeah,
the wet bandit or whatever. Yeah.
Oh shit! I just remember that dude was telling me, and I was like in awe. I was like, hold on. I was like, he said it was $4,500. He said they got it on like a Groupon or whatever, so they got like a discount.
Church people really do like believe anything.
Well, I would think this is like the truth.
This is Invisible Man.
Living in the sky. I think the truth is, though, like, really, though, because they have suspended their disbelief for something before, so maybe they're more likely to, unless it's probably hard to get them to believe something that goes against, like, let's say you're like a hardcore Christian. It's not going to be easy to talk them into being like a Scientologist, maybe. But it would be easy to talk them into like going and looking at a house. Like, dude, that house, I guess if you were a big fan of it, you'd know. But I feel like I could trick you and show you another nice big house. But like, that's the house.
Well, if you're going to believe this like magician from 2,000 years ago, I mean, you can believe this other guy about some movie.
I guess.
You know what I mean?
Maybe, though, too, it may not even be a scam. It may be like...
He was a magician.
Who was a magician?
Jesus.
Oh, yeah, I thought you meant Macaulay Culkin.
You know what I mean? The water and the wine thing, and then walking on water, and his disappearing act.
There was a lot of that back then. There were, like, holy men magicians. So they would do... like, let's say that you didn't know about, like, stage magic, right? All you knew was your job and your home life. And there was no entertainment. And David Blaine came up and did one of his tricks. You'd be like, the fuck?
I would run off like a black guy does.
You would think, like, this dude is talking to demons or something. Like, if he came up and he was like, he did something, he's like, you know, now where's the card? It's in your pocket.
If you had never seen magic before?
You had no idea that the concept of stage magic or anything like that. And then some dude's like, pick a card, you pick one, and then he burns it, and then you check and it's in your pocket. You would be like, you would kill him or worship him. Those are the only two options. You either kill him because he's working with the devil, or worship him because he is God. Like those. So back then, like they didn't have access. Everybody that knew how to do magic would exploit it.
So Jesus was a magician and was just using people.
I mean, he must have been.
He had, if he existed at all, then he was definitely just using people. I mean.
Well, no, he might have been. He might have been legitimately like. He might have had like good intentions.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Let's say you're
he was a fucking salesman.
Yeah, but
he was a salesman, and everybody was buying what he was putting out. Except
a lot of people weren't. At his time, he wasn't real popular.
Except there was a lot of people did because he's still fucking well known. You know what I mean? I don't know any other salesman that people remember forever.
People forget though. Here's something. People are like, Christianity is spread all over the world. The reason Christianity is so popular in the world is because the Romans took up Christianity, right? Constantine, the Roman emperor.
Well, the reason it's so popular, or whatever, is all over the place because it's customizable.
It changes, yeah.
You know, you can like, hey, we like this, but we kind of like it this way. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like fucking Build-A-Bear. You know what I mean? You can go in there, take what you like, add all the little features.
That is right,
and it's expensive. You have to give all your money to them.
It is expensive.
So it's fucking Build-A-Bear.
Dude, it really is.
Because they're child minds, too. You know, it's a stuffed animal.
Well, the thing is, like, what I was saying is, part of it is that the Romans took over, like, most of Europe, and once they became Christian, then everybody they spread Christianity. So they spread it in Europe, which is all the people that took over the world later. So that's why Columbus came with a fucking Christian flag, was because of the Romans. So that's why Christianity came.
Maybe he didn't have any other flags.
He ran out of flags. He's like, there's one with an X on it. They're like, turn it sideways.
Like, they ran out of stuff to white with, you know, on the boat.
I wonder if they did.
And he's all like, damn it, I should have used the fucking Christian flag. And he's like, instead I use...
Well, he brought a Spanish flag and a like, cross flag, I guess. A flag with a cross on it. It seems like it would look like the one that says you're scuba diving. You know what I mean? Have you ever seen those? You have to raise a flag if you're scuba diving, so other boats around know there's people underwater or whatever.
Yeah, I've never.
So they don't fish or something. But it's a cross flag.
Or drive their fucking boat over while you're like skimming around looking at fucking Nemo.
Let's say you're like 2 feet below, like, oh, look at that fish, and then a boat motor just fucking eats up your back. So you have a cross flag sticking up.
That seems like that would be on like Final Destination or something, you know?
The way people die on there is so, like, good ways to go. Like, you want to go in a cool way. Like, it's scary because, like, oh, you don't want to die violently. But if you're going to die violently...
A lot of those people, like that one dude, like, some explosion and then barbed wire, like, cuts him into slivers.
That was a pretty good one.
You know, the first one was the best movie of all them. But the second one was pretty decent. Yeah. It was pretty good.
I guess the only two.
Third one, I think that one came out in, like, 06. I was in high school. And then after that, like, they just got stupid. Me and Crystal saw the other one kind of, recently, whatever the last one. I
haven't seen the most recent one.
They're decent movies. I mean, they're always a good concept. You know what I mean? But it's just kind of annoying.
Yeah, I mean, well, the thing is, it was a good concept, and then they kind of ran it into the ground.
The first one was really good. I like that. And they try to link them all together, and sometimes Death's plan isn't in order. Sometimes it's backwards.
Backwards?
It was backwards.
It wasn't bringing people back to life?
On one of them, no. It's like the order was backwards. You know what I mean? In the little premonition, this person's first, and then the other one, right?
Oh.
On another one, it's like everything was in backwards or something. But then it's like if someone dies, and then they get saved, and someone else dies, then like it continues going and then restarts.
I just wish that's really the way it worked. No. I was scared. I've had near-death things happen like once or twice. So, like, death is definitely after me. But I'm slow. It should have caught me by now.
Maybe death's slow.
Death's real slow. It's getting old. Death, it's been killing people for billions of years.
Old people, right?
Here's something that nobody...
should have died a long time ago. They're in nursing homes.
This is something that nobody ever says. You know how, like, the Grim Reaper is, like, coming, and that's whatever? Whatever that is, like, the Grim Reaper comes because he's, like, getting you when you're going to die or whatever?
Religious people don't believe in that.
No, but that's like a trope or a theme that people have, right? Do people that like think about that? Does that for animals too?
The Grim Reaper?
Yeah. Or do they have like a Reaper dog, a Grim dog?
I'm sure there's like a cartoon or something.
Cat, horse. You know what I mean? But I'm saying if he controls like death, we're just mammals. I know we think because we have like consciousness.
You don't believe in it, do you?
No.
You just die when you know what I mean?
I don't know what happens when you die.
You're like, is there like Grim Reaper animals? I'm like, dude, it doesn't
but me and you always have the same like disagreement is that I'll go hypothetical. I'll be like, all right, let's say that God's real. And let's go from there.
And I'm like, but he doesn't.
Like, he's not. I'm like, let's just say. It ends with like me and you in a Mexican standoff with pistols. And I'm like, let's just... Because I like to go hypothetical.
Yeah.
Because if you go hypothetical...
I like to go low pathetical. Or just pathetic.
Is hypothetical is Hypo?
Hippo.
Is that how it's spelled?
I do that.
Because if it is, that means low. Hypothermia, low heat. Thetical, low-thetical. That doesn't make any sense.
We need a college student to contact us and tell us what the fuck.
I wish we had. You know how like on the big radio shows and the big podcasts.
Wait, hypnothetical. Right?
But you know how they have like somebody in a booth who's like a producer, right? They're making the sounds right and all that. And every once in a while they'll be like, "Hey, Jimmy, could you look this up?" And he Google something, and they have like, we need that. No. So anybody that's listening,
no,
we need you.
We just need someone like autocorrect kind of thing
to tell us if it's Tor or
afterwards. Tour. Be like, it's actual pronounced. You know what I mean?
Which is completely wrong.
I mean, can tell us afterwards. Please correct us because I'm sure we're wrong most of the time, but we won't admit it.
It's fun to be wrong,
and we won't agree with you.
I mean, that's fun. It's good to be wrong and be corrected so you learn. Mm-hmm. But one guy tried to correct us one time and we ended up making fun of him for half an episode.
Yeah, fuck that dude.
What's his name?
I don't remember.
I don't remember either. It was years ago. That was back in what you call the good old days. That was back in the early days of the bad vibe. Dude, I have notes, right? Tell me if you know what this means. Okay. One of my notes says, Noah flood zombie.
Because everybody died?
I don't know. Why would I say Noah flood zombie?
Like drowned people coming back?
Zombies? Noah's flood? Because what I do is, like, I'll be, like, messing around during the week.
Noah and the flood, I got that.
Yeah.
I mean...
But I'll be, like, throughout my week, I'll be, like, messing around, and I'll be, like, have an idea of something that I'd like to bring up on the show, and I'll put it in my notes. Mm-hmm. Noah flood zombie. I have no idea what I was talking about.
Is there a comma zombie or a dash zombie?
No, I rarely punctuate because I do it real quick.
Yeah, I have no idea, dude.
Dude, you know how, like...
Not very good note-taking if you don't even remember what your own...
Yeah,
the whole point of making a note of something...
I know.
...is to remember, or to help you remember.
You want to go what's even worse? I remember when I put it being like, oh, I'll know. I remember...
Because at the time you did, yeah.
I remember having that thought like, oh, I'll know. This is good. This is good stuff.
We need a ceiling fan.
Yeah, we do need a fan in here. Anybody wants to donate a fan to us, we'll take it. Dude, I forgot. I had something right in front of me. I had it right before my very eyes. Dude, you know how you know how you hear stories every once in a while where somebody will have a baby in their car seat and they'll forget and go, and then the baby stays in the car?
Like in the car, yeah.
And it dies, or it's like too hot or something like that. Like, imagine, this is a weird connection, but some people, like, when they have sex, they like to get tied up.
Okay.
I was saying, like, what if, like, your girlfriend or wife, like, ties you up, she's like, I'm going to do this, and then she, like, gets an email, she's like, hold on, it's for work. And then she's like, oh, shit, I got to go to the office. And she just somehow forgets, and you're just naked with a boner, I guess, for a while, just tied up. You're just left there.
And then, like, for some weird reason, like, she has to do, like, a last-minute trip to, like, L.A., right?
And you're just there.
She's gone.
Like, it's handcuffs to, like, bedposts. You're not getting out. Unless you, like, break your thumbs or, like... I mean, I think I would probably
Well, have you seen that movie Gerald's Game?
No.
On Netflix? It's got that chick from Son-in-Law.
Yeah.
It's got her and then a dude. I don't know, his name's Gerald in the movie.
Yeah.
But anyways, he, like, croaks, and they're, like, gonna do it, and she's tied up.
Oh, he's dead?
He has a heart attack. And they're out at some cabin, and there's, like, nobody out for, like, 50 miles.
Dude.
It's on Netflix. It's a pretty good movie.
Have you ever done any tying or getting tied?
No.
Me neither.
I mean, I've tied stuff.
Really?
Right? I mean...
I'm talking about chicks.
No.
I've never done it, and I never will, because I would be... If I was tied up and a girl started...
I've buried a couple. Or buried.
Buried a couple? I'm not Canadian. Although I did tell a bunch of people on Twitter that I would sing the Canadian national anthem.
What is it?
Oh, Canada. That's all I know. I always transform
That's it?
I'm like, oh, Canada, for spacious skies, amber wave. I just transform it into ours. I said I would Google the words.
Okay.
Because, like I said, we have so many. We have like,
they want to be us, so it might as well be that, right?
You think they want to be us? I think they laugh at us.
I think they want to. You know what I mean? Like, we laugh at people that we wouldn't mind being. You know what I mean?
Well, we
make fun of people that you want to be. You know what I mean? So,
it's
like,
all
just
funny.
like in school, when you're a kid, you're making fun of the girl you like.
Well, I would say, like, they can, like, laugh at us or whatever.
What doesn't mean you want to be her, though. Right? Well, I mean, some people
do.
Yeah.
It's like...
I guess Bruce was laughing at little girls, and then eventually,
He's like, haha, look at those tits that probably feel nice in a bra.
Yeah.
Like, how do you look at tits and enjoy them on that level?
Yeah, like, you're
like, I look at tits and those are nice, but I'm like, those would feel nice.
Mine.
Yeah, you're like, those look nice, and they would also look nice hanging from my chest. Like, that's a weird jump.
Yeah.
I like vaginas. I would never want to have a pussy.
You have a nice nothing between your legs. Right? I wish I had nothing between my legs. Right?
I mean, like, I look at a girl's pussy and I'm like, I like that, but it would be a nightmare to have one.
Yeah, especially if they get so much maintenance, dude.
They have to go to the gynecologist. They have to worry about all these infections. They have periods. Also,
yeah, and then just when they
pregnant,
just when just when they piss, it's like there's a leak.
It's like a disaster.
It's just like all everywhere, and you're like,
I think I said one time before, it looks like if you shot the side of an above ground pool with a shotgun.
Yeah.
It's just like it's not coming out, and then it's all coming out.
Because that's why they close their legs. Because it's like you're trying to, you know what I mean?
Sometimes or I don't know if it's everybody. If I piss in the morning after, like, you had sex last night, especially more than once, it comes out funny at first.
Yeah, it does.
Because there's like something like crusty on your dick. I guess like
I think it's in there.
Yeah, because
it all didn't come out.
A lot of times you'll like take a shower or at least like clean yourself a little bit. But I
don't think it's on the end of it. I think it's in there.
Inside?
Yeah, it's just didn't all get fleshed out.
Oh.
It's just like something's in the water hose.
Maybe that's why R. Kelly was pissing on that little girl, because he wanted to get whatever was clogged in there after he fucked her out, so the next morning it'd be good.
Yeah, that's it.
He does that in court.
Yeah.
They're like, you fucked a little girl. Why you pissed on her is just the funny part. It's not the crime part. I guess it is a crime to piss on a girl. Like that.
Well, it's not like they're like, well, fucking her was okay, but you pissed on her and you drew.
That's how
you
people
crossed the
talk
line.
about it. It seems like remember when R. Kelly pissed on a girl? Oh,
how old was she?
She's like 14, I think.
Okay, how young was she? Never mind.
Yeah, she was like 14.
I thought like 17 or something. But
I never watched the video. Like, I had no interest.
There was a video?
Yes.
What?
Everybody has seen it. Most people you ask have seen the video.
A video of a 14-year-old girl.
That's the thing. That's the crazy thing is it's like, people are like, R. Kelly's so bad. It's like, you watched a movie that you knew Was it? They're like the girl. Like apparently the girl like definitely looked older. You know, she didn't look like a little kid. You know.
Yeah, it was dark. She had makeup.
Well, what I'm saying is, there's 14-year-olds that look like little kids, and it's like, dude. And there's 14-year-olds that look like 18.
Yeah.
But they said she was pretty or whatever. But everybody always focused on that he pissed her. I was like, yeah, he pissed her. He pissed on her. But I guess he fucked her. Maybe he just pissed on her. But are you really going to get a girl and just piss on her and be like, all right, go home? You know what I mean?
Louis C.K. might. Right?
Well, he would just come on her and not piss.
Yeah.
Well, I think Louis just jerked off on the floor. Which is worse? At least if you blow a load on her.
Did he have a prep little station? Is a
I
towel?
wondered the same thing, dude, because I asked somebody. Because somebody made a joke. I think it was Tony.
Was it hotel rooms or is it apartment?
Hotel rooms. I think it was I don't know if it was other comics that were.
Clean ladies come in, they're like, Louis been here again.
Yeah.
Right?
I think it was other comedians that were on shows with him or whatever. But so here's what happened. Because a lot of people get this twisted. They're like, Louis sexually assaulted these women. This is the story that I know. He liked jerking off in front of girls. Okay, fair enough. We all do weird shit, right? So he would have these girls, and they would come over to his hotel room, and he would be like, "Hey, I want to jerk off, and you watch. Are you cool with that?" And some girls said no, and he's like, "All right," and they would leave. Some girls are like, "Okay," and then he says and it's so funny because Louis just not a sexual looking person.
Was he doing it? I mean, that was his thing.
I imagine they were just inside the door. He was midway into the room, standing there, just jerking off in the middle of the room. And one of the actually somebody that listens, Tony, from the Jonestown podcast, he made a joke, or one of those guys made a joke about something like, did Louis, I forget what he said, but it was something he asked about, something particular, did Louis do it this way? And I was like, I always wondered, where did he come?
Uh-huh.
Did he come on her? I don't think so, because I never heard that. Did he come just onto the floor? That's fucked up, because somebody has to clean it. Did he have a rag ready? Did he just get it all in his hand and then go dump it in the sink? That's what I want to know. The fact that what he did to the girls was wrong. I mean, I get it. He's a big star, and maybe they felt like they had to say yes, or he would stop getting them on his show. But he did say, "Can I do it?" They did say yes, and he did it. So he didn't do anything illegal.
Yeah. But
when the story came out, he came out, explained everything. He said, "This is what I did. I feel really bad that I did it. I shouldn't have done it. Whatever." He got, and then he basically, they took away his show, all of his shit. He had, his specials that got taken away.
He's still a millionaire. But
well, I'm sure he's still rich, but the biggest thing that I think
they can't take away his sense of humor.
I hope not. He just went on stage a couple of nights ago for the first time.
I hope it was a room full of chicks.
If he was a real motherfucker.
He did too. Right? He's like, I'm literally going out, with a bang.
If he was a real ass dude, as Louis J. Gomez would say, he would have jerked off on stage.
Dude, he'd fucking go to prison.
He would have at least pantomimed jerking off on stage. You're not going to go to jail for that.
You'd have to do that, yeah.
He's done that 1,000,000 times. His act is all about jerking off. Who didn't see it coming?
Yeah.
The girls definitely saw it coming. Yeah. I guess. I wonder if he wanted
Was it one at a time, or did you get a group of them?
I think it was one at a time. It was a date. It was a nice romantic date. I wonder this is honestly...
He's like, I did all the work.
Yeah. Right? Yeah, girls are always like, oh, guys make me do all the work. Louis makes you do nothing. You could have sat down. I'm sure he's fine with that.
Yeah, he get a little chair. He's like, are you comfortable? Right? He gets her a hot towel. Right? But she's in there. She's got something to drink. He's like, anything from the minibar.
He gives her a hot damp towel. She's like, this isn't... She's like, no, it's water.
I've never been to a hotel that has,
hot towel
bottles of stuff in their refrigerator.
A minibar? I may have
empty
once, but I don't... Well, yeah, you usually go to one that has a refrigerator that you can put stuff in if you want. Not that if you take it out, it costs money.
Yeah. What if you put stuff in the refrigerator, but then it costs to come back out?
You're like, this is my shit from the house.
You're eating a bunch of hot shit because I ain't paying fucking double charging,
But the thing about Louis, my first question was, where does he come? That was very interesting to me. I don't know why. If I ever meet him, I may ask him.
Yeah, I do wonder why. This is ponderous, man.
Here's the other ponderous thing.
Ponderous.
Where do you think... Two-part question. Where do you think they looked while he did it? At his dick or in the eyes? And where do you think he wanted?
Probably at the door.
Do you think...
Or the window.
Or maybe they were into it. I don't know. There's a couple of girls that came out saying Louis did this and it was bad. But I'm sure there's girls that were like, dude, I got to watch Louis.
Well,
I wouldn't watch Louis C.K.
Do you think there was any that were all like, it wasn't that bad? Right?
For sure there was.
Yeah, no, but saying it.
That came out?
They're not gonna say, they're all like, you know what I mean? Like, they're going on trial, they're like, no, what he did was right.
Oh, I just remembered what Jonestown, what the guy from the Jonestown podcast said was, did any of these girls happen to say how big his dick is? Because that's cute. I'm wondering that too. You imagine it being small, right?
Tony said that?
One of the, I think on Twitter it was the Good Morning Jonestown Twitter handle, so I don't know who runs it. But anyway, so let's put you in Louis'
hotel room? No. No one ever wants to go in there again.
I'll pause because
maids walk in after they know they look on the floor. They're like, damn it.
So let's say, if you were Louis, let's just put it in, like, whatever your thing, like sexual is, like whatever you're into. Okay. Let's just put that amount of passion for something sexual into jerking off. Let's say you like jerking off in front of women.
Okay.
Would you want them looking at your dick or looking at you in the eyes?
I think that's also part of it.
But what do you think he wanted?
I mean, I don't know.
I think dick, because I don't like looking at people in the eyes that much.
But some people are into that shit, I think. So
he's like, look at it.
I don't even like looking at people's eyes when I'm talking to them, right? Or when they're talking to me.
But isn't it so much weirder?
Doing something like personal.
Isn't it so much weirder to be jerking off, staring some chick in the eyes?
It's weird. You're doing that pantomime.
And what is she doing? You know how when there's nothing for your hands to do, it's awkward. You're like, do I cross them? They're standing with their hands in their pocket and he's beating off. How weird is that?
I would think her arms would be crossed, shoulders shrugged.
Do you think she would be like trying to be sexy?
I think her knees would be in. You know what I mean? Like completely
closing her. Yeah.
Yes.
You don't think that any of them tried to be sexy to get him to finish quicker?
I mean, there might have been a couple.
Some girls like juggling her tits or something.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's kind of weird.
Because you want him, like, let's say you're a chick and some guy's fucking you. I'm not saying like a brutal rape, but some guy's fucking you. Let's say it's your husband even. And you're having sex and you're like, yeah, you want to make him happy, but you're like over it. You're ready to get done because you got shit to do. You try to be more sexy, right?
Yeah.
You talk all dirty and shit. You want him to come. So if you're a girl, the less you're into it, the better you'll be. I would think. I don't know. Because the more you're into it, you want it to last longer. You don't want to say something real dirty that like gets him off.
So the less you're into it, the more you'll seem like you're into it?
Because, because you want to get it over.
So if a dude goes up to rape a chick...
it's different with a brutal rape because you're terrified.
And she's not trying to get away and end it, then she likes it?
No.
That's the way it sounds like when you're going
I'm saying because if it's a rape, you're just scared, frozen, I would imagine.
Yeah.
But if it's like, I'm saying like a husband-wife, and you're like, your husband's like, I want to fuck you, and you're like, you're like, you're going to fuck, but you're like, I got dishes to do, So you're like, you're trying to be all dirty and freaky so that he comes faster. Because if you're too, like, dead fish, he's just going to be, Although, like, the dirty talk thing, I don't know. Are you...
Some people might like the dead fish, though.
Yeah, Bill Cosby. He likes it. He's like, just lay there.
We're like, what's up with all these famous people? No, it's just, they're fucking people, and they're famous, so people talk.
And you don't...
Nobody I'm fucking is going to go talk.
Your wife's like, Dwight likes to make me talk in a Hispanic accent or something. You're like, oh, yes, boss. Or, I can't do it.
What do you mean?
Like a Mexican girl accent.
So tortilla.
Yeah. She's like, I want you to fuck me in my ass or something.
That's like a dude.
I know, I can't do girls. If you've been listening to this, you should know above all else. Every voice I do is just my voice.
You're like, it's just like, what?
But anyway,
you're like, I'm Mickey.
The whole
I'm Mickey. Hello, folks.
Mickey Mouse.
Right.
The whole dirty talk thing. Don't say you don't have to say what your wife does or anything. But what's the dirtiest thing a girl ever said?
I don't.
I have a couple, dude, and you know the girl, obviously.
Okay.
Jessica.
Okay.
Because she was borderline personality disorder, which is so much fun when it's fun and terrifying when it's not. But anyway, she said one time she said, dude, this is so fucked up. She's like, I want you to fuck me like we're in 8th grade and my mom's fixing to be home. Wow. I was like, how is that? What do you mean? As direction, I don't know where you want me to go with this. It was so fucking... I was like, God damn.
That's
It took me aback. I stopped for a minute whoa, wait. I'm in a weird space here.
Yeah, that is pretty...
At least she said we, though. If she'd have said, like, I'm in 8th grade, then I'm still 20 or whatever I am.
Yeah.
So she's like, we're in 8th grade and my parents are almost home. Maybe that was her way. Dude, that ties into what I was saying.
She might have had a boyfriend. Then...
No, her parents are almost home. That means she wants me to hurry up. She talked really dirty to get me to hurry up and get done.
You hear yelling.
Yeah, I'm yelling.
Yeah, she could probably hear you.
You got anything like that, though?
No.
You have to, because you had a couple of girls.
Not that.
Yeah, that was
That's pretty crazy.
She also said one time that she's like, I want you to fuck me like you want me, not like you have me. Like I'm trying to impress her, I guess. I was like, look, dude, you're getting what I don't. I'm a pitcher. This is my fastball. I'm sorry. Yeah. This is what you're getting.
She's over there crouching on the floor with her hand up and tapping on her leg. Signs. Right? Yeah. And you're like, nope, just number one.
Yeah.
Right?
All I got this straight, slow fastball. I wish you had something.
Pretty much of a knuckleball, probably more like it, right?
I feel like you're sitting on one that you're not telling me.
No, I really don't.
You're telling me that the Irish girl that you used to date.
No. I mean, she was young. We were young, too, but no, she wasn't.
She was like, fuck me, because I'm in 8th grade and my parents are almost home.
I'm like, shh, someone's going to hear. But, no, I mean, really, I never guess I never had any, like, weirdos or nothing.
Well, you know the girl I'm talking about. It was like a crazy person.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. She may be a listener, dude. She fits our demographic.
Yeah.
Troubled, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, did you have any other notes?
Yeah, I do have notes. Dude, that was,
These are the CD jokes.
You know how it's always like, if people
I miss Mitch Hedberg. Oh, man.
Somebody made a Mitch Hedberg joke the other day. Like,
every once in a while, I, like, think of one of his, I'm like,
somebody said, I don't remember if it was at work, but somebody was like, I bought a real expensive pen because now I take care of it because I don't want to lose it. I'm tired of losing pens. And I was like, I started laughing. I was like, oh yeah, Mitch. And they're like, what? They just said it because they did that. I was like, that's a Mitch Hedberg joke. I bought a $7 pen because I don't want, whatever he says. I'm tired of losing pens and not caring or whatever.
Yeah.
I was like, that's a Mitch Hedberg joke. And the guy was like, Mitch Hedberg? You know, he's like, some guy
like,
he's like, I have no idea what or who.
He's like, seriously, about. I always lose those little, he
really
for
did
20
it.
pens.
Mitch Hedberg was like some kind of weird prophet.
Yeah.
What if somebody else is at work and they're like, man, a banana and a traffic light, that joke? I'm like, there's no way you're going to tell me.
Where'd you get that banana?
There's no way you're going to tell me you don't know Mitch Hedberg and that was your own thought.
Yeah.
Oh,
dude,
shit.
He was fucking good.
And young, dude.
Yeah, I know.
He was still in his late 20s when he died, I think. Maybe early 30s.
I would think early 30s, because remember, he was on...
he died in 2007, 6, 7, something like that.
He was on that 70s show.
Alright, just out of respect, even though I don't like to do this too often, I'm going to look at just see how old he was when he died, because anybody that's...
all the good ones, you know what I mean? I guess they die in their prime.
Not all the good ones... Oh, he died in 2005. Not all the good ones die young, because George Carlin, he died in his... he died young as far as, like...
As far as old people go,
yeah.
He wasn't like like in a nursing home.
If George Carlin...
That'd have been a fun fucking nursing home.
Dude, can you imagine having George Carlin as your...
Of course, then like forgetting stuff, so he keeps saying the same joke over and over.
We say it all the time, but it's the truth. Though. Like, if there were no George Carlin, there would be no Bad Vibe.
Yeah.
He is the most important contributor to this thing ever coming about. This just really is. I want to get like a poster or something in here of him, something. Because, it's just... I can't find the fucking death.
He's like, people keep telling me, get in my hospital bed, get in my hospital bed. Fuck you, I'm getting on it. Okay.
He died in 2005, and he was born...
Who?
Mitch Hedberg.
Oh.
He was 1968 to 2005. What is that?
1968, 2005.
Yeah, 65 to 2005 would be 40. So he was in his 30s.
Damn. What about George?
Carlin?
Yeah.
He was 70. He was born in 37 and died in 2008.
Holy shit, 71, okay.
Yeah.
He was going to be 71, I think.
He had turned 71 before he died, I think.
So that's old, but he was in good shape.
Well, he had heart problems. He had heart
So he
attack.
wasn't in good shape.
I know.
But I mean, like, he
just
looked like
skinny.
he was in good shape, yeah.
But he had heart attacks. He did a lot of cocaine.
Yeah.
Especially when he was younger. So he had heart problems, and he had heart attacks like real early, like in the 80s, I think he had it.
Shit.
Yeah, he had heart attacks as a fairly young, in his 50s, you know.
That's why he's funny. He thought he was going to die.
Well, he was funny from the fucking start. If you watch his shit from the 1950s, it's corny 50s stuff.
A heart attack will do it.
But he was good.
You know what I mean? A heart attack will change your fucking look at life.
Well, his changed back and forth.
I know from
'cause he had a
experience,
bunch.
folks.
Yeah, did we ever talk about that on here?
I don't know.
I think we did recently.
I'm sure we have.
Yeah, Dwight had a heart attack when he was in high school. He had
I
two
was
heart attacks.
17 at like 3 in the morning both times. And like I went to school after like 6 weeks or whatever. I was out for a long time.
Did you just do it because you wanted to be like George Carlin?
No, I didn't. I just now found out he had a fucking heart attack.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, and this is 14 years later. So, but no, I had these heart attacks or whatever, and I was out of school for like 5 or 6 weeks. Everyone's like, oh, that's awesome. It fucking sucked. I was so bored. But I finally went back, and like I was like a changed man kind of thing, a changed boy, I guess.
You know what's crazy is,
But
as
like
much
I
as
didn't give a fuck no more.
as much as George Carlin contributed to the bad vibe, you having a heart attack did too, because people obviously the people listening don't know, Dwight was always funny, but really real like closed in, like would hardly talk, wasn't outgoing, didn't. Me and you would joke around, but even if other of our cousins were around, you were shy and didn't say much. And then after the heart attack,
I didn't do nothing bad, like no drinking, no like.
yeah, you were real like.
I was like straight laced kind of thing.
Didn't even like say like bad words or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I never even.
I'd be like,
cussed.
"Damn, look at the fucking ass on that chick." You're like, "Yeah, look at the dadgum butt on that girl," or something.
Yeah.
I
was more of a tits guy whenever I was younger. As you get older, you start appreciating that.
You know what I found out as I got older? I mean, I've always liked like a nice ass for sure on a girl, but I found out that like people are like, "I'm an ass man, I'm a tits man." Why put yourself in a box?
Yeah.
I like them all.
Yeah.
I like women in general.
Just looking at them, you know.
Well, yeah, we were today. We were at like this big event, and there was all these people. There was a bunch of people there, and we saw these two girls that were together, and they were walking by each other, kind of towards us. And so you were like, "Oh, look at that chick! She's fucking hot." And I was like, "Yeah." For like
the one that looked like my wife.
Yeah, but for a long time you were like, "Man, that girl's fine." And
I'm out there looking at girls that look like my wife instead of something different.
Yeah, what a homo. And then, so anyway, we're talking about it for a while, and then we realized we're each talking about the other girl. There was one that was...
We were both looking in the same direction.
Because they were standing by each other.
Yeah.
One was like skinny. They were both really pretty, but one was like skinny and all that, and the other one was like a little bit like chunky. I don't know the word.
She's chunky.
No. What's the...
Chubby?
No. If you were going to tell that girl...
Thick?
If you want to talk to... Thick, yeah. Let's say, what would you say if she heard you that you didn't want to hurt her feeling?
She wouldn't like thick.
She wouldn't like chubby. You know, no girl.
I don't think Amy Schumer likes that either.
No girl is like.
People call her Miss Piggy.
Yeah, but
I don't think
Amy Schumer. This girl was built like Amy Schumer when she first hit.
Okay, yeah. Now she's.
Now Amy Schumer is like a fat person. Yeah. Like I still hit it, but mainly because she's like for the story. But this girl, like, you would never go up to a girl and be like, "You know what I like about you? You're so chubby."
Yeah. Look at them cheeks. Right? And like jiggle it.
You grab her love handle, little like grab a piece. You're like, "Let me take a bite of that." But I do like that. I do like. This is the thing though. I like skinny girls that look good skinny. I love that. Chubby girls that look good chubby. I love that. I don't necessarily have a type. If I have a type, it is girls that
you used to like skinny girls, and I like thicker, and then we switched.
There was a time when I had like a pretty like long relationship, like girlfriend who was super like barely 100 pounds, and while I dated her, you dated a girl that was like thick, and then now of course it's the opposite. Yeah. But it isn't, like I said, your wife is pretty. If she gained a lot of weight, she'd probably be pretty chubby. I don't know. But like,
she gained a lot of weight, she would be pretty chubby.
But I would love for you to
thick or whatever.
Thick is what girls
They definitely don't want to hear fat.
No, thick is what they like, because thick means like sexy. Thick.
I don't know.
That's what the young people say. They spell it with 2 C's instead of a K.
Really?
You haven't seen that? It's like a black thing that white people stole.
Anyways, what were we doing with my heart attack?
Yeah, why? You had a heart attack?
I was straight-laced.
Yeah, you were real, like, yeah. And then after the heart attack, I remember me and you had a conversation one day, you were like, yeah, your hair was all grown out.
Yeah, I was growing my hair out.
And you were like sitting there with a beard and long hair. And you used to be like a businessman.
Yeah.
And you were like, like...
I used to get my hair cut like every 2 or 3 weeks.
You literally, one day you wore polo shirts with the matching socks.
No,
but you wore polo shirts and like cargo shorts.
Yeah.
And you had a heart attack, and then once you were out of the hospital, it seemed like you came out of the hospital with long hair and a beard.
Like, I came out, seriously, I had better style when I came out of it, right?
Well, not better.
Because I was trying to get chicks. That's what it was.
You wanted to...
As soon as I came out of that, I started losing weight. I was like, fuck this shit, right?
Yeah.
And, like, I started, like, hanging out with friends, going to parties. I got, like, very social after that.
We all...
Completely... If I would have kept going the other way, I probably would have ended up like you, not being able to talk to people.
Yeah, but that's not me. That's not my personality. That's some kind of weird fucking brain disorder.
Well, shit, I was going that direction, though. You know what I mean? And then I had... So maybe you should have a heart attack, dude.
I probably will, dude.
Heart attack will flip you in the different directions.
But for people listening, it seems in my memory that he was like polo shirt, like, yes, sir. And then like had a heart attack, got out of the hospital, had long hair and a beard. And but anyway, we were sitting there talking, and I remember you were like, man, I don't know, like, I could just die. Like, the doctor said, I'm like, there's no way of predicting. You're like, I could just die tomorrow.
They're
You're like,
babies can have them.
Yeah, you were like, if I could just die tomorrow, I'm going to live.
I went to, like, the best in Texas doctor.
Yeah.
And then when he really didn't know what happened, he's like, well, I know this guy in Houston. So then we went to go see him, and he's like, I don't really know why you had it either. So, like, no one could tell why I had a heart attack, but that I did them. And
all they knew is that you had a heart attack.
Yeah, they're like, well, you did have a heart attack, yeah, but and nothing ever bad since. I haven't seen no record of any of it. Every time I look, there's like no trace. There's no
So it was really a good thing because it helped. It made you like more funny. Well, it turned you into an asshole in some ways though, because you always were kind of like blunt, but then you got to a point where like you still are like. Remember the other day, what were we doing? And you were ordering at a drive-thru, and I was like, dude, what the fuck? You're like, what? And I was like, you're being a dick to the drive-thru guy. You're like, I just ordered my food. But you were like, yeah, we want burgers. And he's like, you want cheese? You're like, yeah. And I was like, dude, just be cool.
You're making it sound like really bad.
That's how you sounded.
I was like, yeah, cheeseburgers.
And then you were like, and a Diet Coke or whatever. And he's like,
well, when you say a fucking cheeseburger, and they ask you if you want cheese on it,
you're not helping your case. Everybody listening right now is like, Dwight's an asshole.
Okay, that's fine.
But
good.
Your heart...
Because I'm trying to lay it on pretty thick, right? With 2 C's.
Yeah. You're trying to lay it on chubby?
Yeah.
I wish that... I'd like to go up to a girl that has that body style, which I like.
And just call her thick.
No, and just be like, hey, man, you look good. She's like, thanks. I'm like, you're so chubby, goddamn. And just see how she reacts.
Like, you could be like one of those, those ghetto, oh, girl.
I don't think I could pull that off.
Chubby girl. And they're like, what? They're like, you're mad chubby girl, or whatever they say, you know what I mean? You're super duper thick girl.
I hope that some of our listeners
are thick.
No, well, yeah, but I hope that some of our listeners.
Sure.
I told you, dude.
I don't know. There's a lot of them from California. I think they're all fit.
Oddly enough, the people that I know of who are females who listen to this are all like pretty good looking. Oh. The idea of good looking girls listening to this, it just is hard for my brain to compute.
Yeah.
Chubby girls listening to this makes sense.
Everyone likes to laugh. All big, all thick people, fat people. Chubby people, and even the
I feel like the better looking you are, the more you have going on. You're like, you don't got time to sit and listen to our bullshit, right?
There's so many labels. If you think about it, so many labels for sizes and all that. Not even just races. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's labels for everything because we like to have things neat. Oh, yeah. He's a black guy. I know what they are.
He's a fat black guy.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
He's an old fat black guy.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, you try to name it as best you can. Look over there, the old fat black guy, and you look and you see him. You know what I mean?
There's a difference.
He's eating or whatever.
He's got barbecue sauce on his LeBron jersey.
Oh, he's eating wings or something, right?
But it's anything. It's like you. If you do that, like if you really did that, just like I just said, like, you'd be surprised, like, some, like, good-looking girls that listen to our show, right? So, let's say you see this girl, and she's, like, real pretty and real, like, dressed, real sharp and everything, and you're like, oh, she's, kind of a bitch, and, you put her in that category. You would never put her in the category of, like, oh, she listens to two guys that make, like, jokes that, like, ridiculous fucking dumb jokes.
Well, she definitely doesn't want to be in that category.
You're like, look at that beautiful chubby girl.
Yeah, look at that vibrator over there.
Yeah.
Right.
She's a vibrator. If you listen to this, you are a vibrator.
Yeah, the bad vibrators.
I think we said that before, a bad vibrator. Hey, I think it's like a bad vibrator. It's like an escalator.
One that the batteries just keep going through.
No, but look, like,
you know what I mean? Like, it just goes through batteries real easy.
To bring it back to Mitch Hedberg, an escalator that breaks is still stairs, right?
Yeah.
A vibrator that breaks is still, like, you can still, like, do your, like, fuck yourself with it.
Yeah, but once it does not vibrate, it is not a vibrator anymore.
It still is a vibrator.
It's just a plastic fucking dildo.
Yeah,
a lot
of them are just to provide. They don't, like, go in you.
Yeah.
They're just the vibrate.
Yeah, they just, like, set it up against it or whatever.
But you could still do something with it, I think. It could still be fun. Right?
I don't know.
Maybe take the batteries out and fill it up with
all you vibrators out there, please answer this question.
Yeah.
But,
any chubby girls that know about
like,
vibrators?
They're all thinking this one.
That was funny because it took me a second. The hum was the sound of the vibrator for anybody who didn't catch that. That was fucking good, dude. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Yeah, a bad vibrator's still a good dildo. Unless it's the ones that don't go inside you or whatever.
Yeah.
But, the thing about, like, if you're a chick and you, like, a vibrator, I get it. I get what that does. But a dildo, is that as good as a dick? I don't think it is, right? Like, I don't think girls think that's as good. Because a dick has more, like, it's warm, maybe? I don't know. There's something.
I'm sure you can get a heated dildo.
No.
I'm sure you can.
I mean, you can, but I'm saying most of them aren't.
If you get those weird ones, like it's a fucking snake that long, and they got ones with, like, lights and shit in them.
I don't think that's real.
I'm sure you can get a warm
The one that squirms like a snake crawling, that's not real. That would kill you, right?
There's ones that are hooked up to, like, machines and shit.
Yeah. Oh, I've seen those,
you know what I mean?
Not in real life, but
Bert
like...
Kreischer.
On porn, yeah.
Right?
There's a dildo hooked up to him.
Yeah.
But, anyway, yeah, bad vibrators are still good dildos. I will stand by that. Right? I don't want to stand by... I don't want to stand by a bad vibrator. So often, the way that we go in our talking, it's like, I wish there was, like, a chick here to answer a question. If she wasn't even in here, and then we're like, we just push a little buzzer, and she comes in, she's like, yeah, we're like, hey, are bad vibrators still good? She's like, yeah, they're all right. She talks for a minute. We're like, all right, and then she leaves again. Because we don't want to subject her. If there was a girl in here, a lot of the stuff we're talking about, I would keep looking like,
yeah, fuck them.
I'm saying, like...
If a girl was just sitting here like, listen, I think she'd be laughing and joining in.
But also, we would have some good insight on the Louis C.K. jerking off shit if we had a girl in here.
Yeah.
Where would you
See,
look?
I need to get set up so we can do a call and guess and we'll get a chick on one.
Dude, we have one. We have the perfect...
We need to make sure that if you're listening to this and if you're doing another podcast, because I know a lot of our listeners are other podcasters.
Yeah.
And you want to do one of these, if I can figure it out, please let us know that you're okay with this talk.
The one that I have is for sure, dude. I'm telling you.
Okay.
I'll just go ahead and do a plug for it now because we brought it up naturally.
Okay.
It's called the Blunt Mommy Podcast. It's this chick from Louisiana. Dude, she's so fucking raw.
She got a thick accent?
Dude, she has like a light.
Or does she have a chubby accent?
Dude, I'm telling you, this chick...
She has a light accent? Is that what you're saying?
It's...
You've talked to her? Oh, you've heard her podcast.
I've heard her podcast.
I was like, how have you talked to her?
Girls with faces like that don't talk to guys. Wait, how does it go? Girls with asses like that don't talk to guys with faces like mine.
You seen her ass?
No, but I mean, she's a pretty girl.
Oh.
But, what was I going to say?
It got a little weird quick right there. Now she feels like she's standing in the doorway of a hotel room and we're Louis C.K. Her
Twitter handle is @blunt_mommy. And she has a podcast. But what I was saying was, she'd be the perfect guest because she's raw, dude. I'm saying, like, her accent, I don't know if it's just me, but the fact that she has a slight accent and it kind of comes in and out makes it more real. Because you know when you watch...
What more real? Her accent?
Have you... do you know what, like, a podcast like ours is better than, like, say, like a professional... Like, let's say, like, a podcast like ours is entertaining, right? Okay. A sitcom is entertainment. But you know what's more raw and real about this? Okay, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. With hers, there was something so raw about it. I started listening. A few minutes in, I sent her a message on Twitter, and I was like, dude, could you be on our podcast?
Yeah.
Or whatever. But anyway...
Louisiana's not that far.
No, it'll be a call-in thing. We're going to have to figure it out. Yeah. So anyway...
We can do it in a hotel room.
Dude, I'm going to show you a picture of her, and I'll let you know that if we were to meet up with her in a hotel room, your wife would not be cool with it.
Oh, okay.
She does pictures like that.
Oh, yeah.
She does pictures like that for her promos. So for, like, each thing, she has, like, a different picture or whatever.
See, chicks can do stuff like that.
If me and you did that, it'd be fucking hilarious.
If I took a picture of me wearing lingerie...
It would be hilarious.
Like lipstick or
your
whatever.
Lipstick's all messed up, and you're, like... You got, like the messed up eye makeup.
I would love to be hilarious to everyone.
It'd be funny to me.
Yeah.
I'd be the one taking the picture.
Yeah, that'd be what's weird.
Which means if your wife came home and you're dressed like that on the bed doing that pose, and I'm like doing pictures, she'd be like, the fuck are y'all doing?
Okay, recording is one thing. But, I mean, she's like, your voice, anyways, not whatever you're recording now.
She's like, the only thing I want to know is, like, are you about to fuck or did y'all just fuck? She's like, because I know. But, yeah, so check out @BluntMommy on Twitter and definitely listen to her podcast. And, you know, we'll be on hers and she'll be on hers.
What's her podcast name?
It's Blunt Mommy.
Okay.
The Blunt Mommy podcast. The problem with it right now is it's just on Podbean. The app Podbean.
What's that?
It's an app. We need to get on it, but she's just on it because she's still getting her shit fixed.
Okay.
Download the app. It's free. It's worth it.
She needs to get on Buzzsprout.
I know. Well, she's trying to get... It's a long thing.
Okay.
But she talks about it on her podcast. It's the only reason I know.
She'll figure it out.
But, yeah, download that app and get her, and leave her a good review, you know. Even if you don't like it, leave her a fucking review, because it helps her, but you're going to like it. So, but anyway, back to the fucking Notebook. Have you ever seen that movie, The Notebook?
Yeah, I watched it.
I've never seen it.
I watched it with an ex.
Did you cry?
I used to always make fun of it or whatever. I think I fell asleep, and then we rewound it.
Is it... Alright, this might be a dumb question. Is it time travel?
No.
What is that?
Time travel? Where the fuck do you get
that? The
time
traveler's wife. I get it mixed up with that.
It's nowhere near the same, no.
No, the Mailbox. That's what. What's the Mailbox movie? What's the time traveling Mailbox movie?
Lake House.
Dude, that movie sucks so many fucking
I liked that movie.
Me and you watched it, you made fun of it the whole time.
No, I made fun of it because as soon as he puts mail in there...
Like, what the fuck, the Mailbox is
As soon as he puts the mail in there, like, the thing comes up...
The movie sucks.
And they're all like laughing and doing the thing, and then he's like, "Let me take you on a little tour."
You almost said it my way, so you know I'm right.
No, I was making sure I said tour right, not tour. Anyways, so he's 2 years behind her or ahead her or something like that, right? It wasn't bad, but no, the other one is. It's two old fucking people, right?
Oh, that's right.
And then he's like reading her the story of how they met.
She forgot.
She doesn't know who they are, so she thinks it's just a story, but it's actually them. And like,
what's the meme that he's standing in the rain yelling something that people always use?
Oh yeah, he's like, "What do you want?" You know,
the restaurant thing.
And she's like, "I don't know." And he's like, "What do you want?"
Yeah, because when you take your girlfriend to the restaurant,
and she's all
she never knows what. Yeah.
Yeah. They don't. It's crazy how they really don't.
I have been. I
know we've talked about it on here so many times.
It doesn't matter. It's worth repeating.
Yeah.
This is no lie. I have been seriously contemplating murder or suicide because I'm like, where do you want to motherfucking eat? And then she'll be like,
Me and my ex used to get into a lot.
I just don't know. And I'm like, all right. I'm like, all right. You don't know. Then we'll just go to Arby's. And she's like, I don't like Arby's. I'm like, all right, we'll just go to...
No one likes Arby's.
I know, but I'm just thinking...
Who cares if they have the meats?
I'm just using examples. I'm like, all right, then we'll go to the Kettle. I don't like the Kettle. It makes my stomach hurt. Okay, then we'll just go to this place. We'll just go to... And I'm like, what the fuck? I've named every
And they're like,
restaurant.
well, I do like this from there, but I had it the other day.
Yeah.
You're like, no! Then eat it again.
It doesn't
You know what I
matter.
mean?
It's
I can eat fucking pizza every fucking day.
I've done it for weeks
You know
at
what
a
I mean?
time.
Look at us. We've definitely eaten pizza weeks at a time. But no, anyways, I hate that shit. Right? But we're not the only ones.
Everybody does it.
Yeah.
This is my bottom. I'll get to this. This is where it always leads. And I'm like, look, I don't give a fuck if you want to go out and graze in that goddamn pasture. I'll go out there and eat grass with you. Just tell me. And then they're like, so if you're going to be like that, I don't even want to eat now.
I'm
like, me neither. You stupid fucking bitch.
And
I don't even want to eat again. I want to starve myself.
Later, what's going to happen? You're going to go home because you didn't eat because she's not hungry. Now she's going to have a headache because she didn't eat lunch.
And she'll blame you.
You know what I mean? Yes.
Oh, I'm so hungry. I wish you could have just... And I'm like, no, fuck that.
Yeah, see, what's crazy is we don't care where we're going to eat. I don't care what we're going to eat.
I don't care if we eat. I really don't.
I mean, like, okay, I'm hungry. I'm just hungry because, like, my stomach wants food in it.
Yeah.
I'm not like, I kind of want a salad. No, I'm not like that. I'm not like, I kind of want a burger, but kind of want pizza. Fuck it. If you want, we'll go get from every fast food in town.
That's what I saw a thing on Twitter or Facebook one day.
I want the fries from McDonald's, but I want a burger from Burger King. And I kind of want one slice of pizza.
Yeah. I want the first half of my drink to be a Sonic Slush, and the second half of that same drink to be a Dr. Pepper.
Like, I'm sorry, but I don't think a wizard works here. Right?
But some woman or lady or whatever. I always sound like I'm a sexist when I say woman or lady. Some woman. I'm really not.
You're like some fucking woman.
Some fucking chubby, hot woman. No, but somebody put on Twitter or Facebook one day, they're like, guys are always saying, women don't know what they want to eat. Women do know what they want to eat. They just know they'll sound crazy if they tell you. They want, the fries from McDonald's, the burger from...
Just do it. I would be so happy that you told me that. Because that's doable.
I
can go to those 4 restaurants and get you food. I can't, think of what you're wanting.
Yeah, no.
I can't think, hold on, just looking at you, right? Give me a minute. And you're like, you want the fries from McDonald's, right? And then she's like, right? You're like, burger from Burger King. She's like, what else? Right? One slice of pizza. She's like, ding, 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 right? No, it's never going to fucking happen.
No.
They're going to keep doing the hell, I don't know. So he's like, what about pizza? No, we just had pizza. What about a burger? I don't want a burger.
They want you to suggest what they know they want. So that you make the decision, but they get their way.
You're like, fuck it, we're going to the house, we're eating chips and Hot Pockets.
How entitled are you that what you want is for somebody else to pick what you want without you telling them?
It's a guessing game.
Yeah, so the dude from The Notebook standing in the rain, I feel his pain.
Yeah. What do you want? But then, he's still at the end of the movie, right? They should have had it.
She still doesn't know what she wants?
Yeah, that's all they should have. She doesn't. She forgot. Right? This whole time, he's been trying to figure out what she wanted to eat.
Is that what the whole movie's about?
And then they die in the bed together. And he still never knew what she wanted to eat.
Oh, shit.
He's like, what did we eat? Or what did you want?
What she wants is prune juice and applesauce or whatever old people eat.
They don't want that. They just have to eat that because they can't digest anything else.
Is that going to happen to us?
Yeah, I mean, no, I won't live that long.
I probably won't either.
I won't live that long to where my body is working barely.
This is how long
my body will just stop working.
This is how long I want to live. My goal, I used to not care. Kind of wanted to die sometimes. We talked about that before. It's not a big deal. But my thing now is I have a son, and my goal is to live until he's 30, and then it's his house money. Who cares? So when he's 30, I'll be 62.
That's it?
Ish. Yeah, I'll be 62 when he's 30.
No, I want to see my grandkids.
He'll probably have something.
I want my grandkids to remember me.
I'll tell them stories. That dude was a fucking...
You won't be here. If you live to 62...
They'll remember you.
If you live to 62, my grandkids won't talk to you because of that.
Well, anyway, they have this. They can listen back. They're like, what was Dad like? Oh, Dad was like funny, but kind of a dick sometimes, or whatever, you know?
Kind of a dick sometimes.
Always
That's where
a
you had it
dick
wrong.
most of the time.
Always a dick.
Our dad bullied the drive-thru workers at McDonald's.
It wasn't bullying him, it's just, he's like,
I wish.
You want cheese on that cheeseburger?
No. Here's what I'll say.
You know what I mean?
Next time me and you are at a drive-thru together, I'm going to record.
Okay.
I'm not going to even tell you, because then you'll be like, yes, sir, please, thank you. I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to use my phone and record you talking to the people. Or anywhere. Even if me and you are like in a fucking store paying for stuff or whatever. I'm going to record it and I'm going to play it on here. And then people are going to be like, holy shit. I know I'm a little sensitive
I'll
to
sue
that.
you because I didn't let you allow to play that online.
It would be funny. If we were incorporated, like, because we're going to do that soon.
We're in court.
Not incorporated. What's it called? LLC. We got an LLC for the bad vibe. Then
We're going to do that?
Yeah, we need to do it, actually. Well, before we start, like, making money, which is coming. But, anyway, if you were to sue me, we're both under that same LLC. The judge would be like, I don't know. Take money out of the account and put it back in.
Yeah. I'm like, there you go.
You'd be a dick to the judge, so he'd rule in my favor. But, anyway, I think we're going to start wrapping up.
I should have years ago. No. No, I love my kids.
Dude, speaking of wrapping up, I got to tell one more
I
story.
thought you were going to, like,
What was
hey,
that?
listen to these people.
I already did.
Hey, guys, listen to these people.
Didn't I already do it?
What accent
Blunt
is that?
Mommy is the only one we're doing. You sound like you were from, like, Georgia in the 1800s.
Hey, guys.
You sound like you're not racist because you have sex with the black guys that you're mean to. You know what I mean? That's what that accent sounds like.
Okay.
But you're not racist because you have sex with the black people that you know are below you or whatever. But anyway, you said something about wrap it up, condom talk. I had a girl actually say to me one time, no glove, no love.
God.
I was like, dude, they teach you that in sex ed. The fuck? I was
They say
like,
that?
I was like, first of all, glove is a dumb thing to call a condom.
Yeah, that is weird. It's
And
not
if you have a little cutesy thing that rhymes, no glove because, like, you can't put it on a limp dick. I'm out. But, dude, I did something bad. You know the girl that had the, you know, who I'm talking about?
She's like, no condom, no fondling.
I'm like, that doesn't even matter. I'm not going to get you pregnant with my fingers.
You're like, not touching, but fucking her. You want to squeeze her tits, but she's like, nope.
You just look at them.
Right? She's like, you know, you're like, so I can fuck you without a condom, but I can't touch you. You're like, without a condom, I can, you know, grope all I want.
But anyway, you know the girl I'm talking about, right? With the,
Hold on, what?
she had that one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't want to say just because I did something mean to her.
Because girls like that are our listeners.
No, but anyway, we had dated for a while, and she was just weird. You know that. She was an odd person. She was weird.
She was there the night when I was like, hey, should I like call in and go to Austin? You're like, fuck it.
Yeah.
So like for years, that was like my motto was like, fuck it.
Yeah. So this girl was quite a bit younger than me. I was in my mid-20s. She was like 18 or 19.
So she was younger than me.
Yeah, she was young, dude. Her dad pulled a gun on me one time.
I'm like, she was young.
She lived with her dad, even though she was like, I think she was 19 when we got together. And she came to my house one evening, like one day, and then she just spent the night. We were like watching a movie, fell asleep. I didn't think nothing of it. I was like 25, 26. I was 26. So I was like, yeah, some girls here should spend the night. I didn't think about it, but she didn't tell her dad. So the next day, I take her home. We get there. We go in. Her dad has a fucking gun in his hand. He's holding a pistol. And he's like, "Where the fuck were you?" And I was like, "What's going on?" And he's like, I've been trying to call her all night and this and that. And this was when cell phones, well, you didn't use them except to call and text as much. So she just left it in my truck. She didn't even think about it. Or maybe she just didn't want to.
Because back then, like, you didn't have games and stuff on your phone. Maybe Snake.
Yeah, exactly.
But, I mean, you didn't have, like, now it's...
You always have
It's your internet. I mean, it's your phone.
So, anyway, her dad, like, had a gun and was, like, getting in my face. And I was like, look, man, I was like, I'm sorry if I said, I'm 26. I don't even think about what my parents think. My mom's been dead for years, you know? And he's like, I understand you weren't trying to do it. The weird thing was, a guy holding a gun and mad also knew I fucked his daughter. Like, he knew.
Yeah.
She's like, we fell asleep watching a movie. Yeah, we did, and the reason we were tired. Yeah. But anyway, that same girl, we dated for a while, and then we kind of like stopped talking, broke up or whatever. But I guess she wanted like to get back together. So she called me one day and she was like, "Hey, you want to come just like we'll just have like a fun night, right?" She's like, "We'll have like a hotel room. I'll get like drinks and stuff. We'll order food and this and that." She's like, "And I'll pay for all of it." She's like, "I'll do all this, and you just come over. We'll just have like fun night and like get things going again, have fun." I was like, "Yeah, cool, you know." So I go. This is the night she said, "No glove, no love." But anyway, so I go. And we get there, and it's like a nice place. She has everything, food ordered, everything. It's awesome. And we have fun, and we like fuck or whatever a couple of times. And then we get done, and I'm starting thinking like, man, I want to go home. Like, I don't want to stay here. It was farther from work for me. And I had to be at work in the morning, and I was just like, I don't know. So I was just like, I think I'm going to go home. And like, dude, the look on her face when I said it haunts me today. I feel so bad. She's like, well, you're not going to like spend the night? And I was like, I just kind of want to just go home and, whatever. And, like, the look on her face, like, seriously, I see it when I close my eyes.
Damn.
I hurt her. And I'm not that guy. I never was, like, a player. I never did any of that shit. But for whatever reason, I just didn't want to spend the night. She said no glove, no love. That was part of it. I was like, because I left there and went to the store and bought, like,
George Costanza would have just stopped right there.
Yeah. But yeah, to this day, the look in her eyes, she had big eyes too, so it's like really seared into my...
So, like, you went home?
I went home, yeah.
And she just, like, spent the rest of the night in this
hotel? She stayed in this nice hotel room that she had paid, brought all this stuff, and she slept in it by herself, and I went... Because I didn't want...
Is she still alive?
She's married, dude. She's
got good life. Did she not make it through that night? If she would have killed herself, it would have, like... Or if she just would have, like, died in a car wreck a few months later or something. But no, she lives in fucking Michigan. We're gonna lose a lot of listeners because of your fucking story, dude.
That is shitty, right? I feel bad, dude. But people do that kind of shit all the time.
Think about it. All right, you say that shit, right? And you leave. She's in this nice hotel with all this food. You know what I mean? She's sitting there like, that dude's a piece of shit, right? So you're going home, and she knows it, and maybe like it turned her night around. She's like, fuck that dude. You know what I mean? And then she ate the rest of the food, got chubby or thick. Right? And then, right, 2 C's, and she, like, watched you. Maybe it was a good movie that came on right after you left.
Yeah.
Made her turn the TV on. She didn't want to see it for a while
I thought you were going a different route.
You know what I mean?
Because here's what I thought. Even at the time, I thought...
She carves her name up there next to Brooks.
And hangs herself?
Right?
I really, that
wasn't a nice hotel.
Dude, I fucking, hurt her. And I know I did, and I felt bad.
Yeah.
But I feel worse now than I did then. But anyway...
Did you ever talk to her since then?
I don't think. I think she texted me or called me one time.
It must not have hurt too bad then.
Like a year later.
You know what I mean?
She was like, hey, what's up? I had gotten a different job.
Or she's going to,
She's planning her revenge.
Yeah. She's like, hey, what's up?
No, but like a year later, she texted or called me, and she's like, hey...
she's standing in the window.
She's like, did you get a new job? And I was like, yeah, I actually did. She's like, well, because I drive by where you used to work all the time, and I haven't seen your vehicle there in a long time. And I was like,
Stalker?
Yeah. And she's like, so what, what you been up to? She's like, you dating anybody or anything? And I was like, I don't remember I think I might have been, I don't know. And I was like, yeah, I don't know. And, she's like, yeah, I got this boyfriend. It's getting pretty serious. And I was like, thank God. I've never been more happy for somebody than I was. I was like, I felt like...
You're like, that's really good.
I was like, oh, that's cool. Then I got the phone and I was like crying. Like, I'm so happy. But she's like, yeah, I got this boyfriend. And we just went... Her mom lived in England.
She's like, yeah,
she's
he
like,
stays the whole night, every night with me. Right?
He doesn't hit it and quit it.
I said she, but yeah, he...
Yeah. But she's married and lives in Michigan now. And actually, she's neighbors with our aunt's mom who lives in Michigan. How weird is that?
She lives in Michigan?
Yeah, she lives in Michigan. She got the fuck out of here. She had to really get away from the whole thing. But, yeah. I think we'll end on that positive note that her life got turned around. But I was thinking she should have
and then turned.
She should have just called some other dude to come fuck her and hang out in the motel.
That's probably what happened.
Maybe, I don't know. But you're a chick,
She's like, hey, got some leftover pizza.
There's a like a used condom on the floor. I'm like 3.
Louis C.K.'s like, all right, I'm game.
She makes him jerk off with a condom.
She's
no
like,
glove, no weird jerking off.
She's like, oddly, Louis, she's like, this is not the worst thing that happened tonight.
Yeah. She's like,
oh, shit.
She's like, some guy that's way older than me ate a bunch of pizza, fucked me, and left.
Because he was excited about going to work. Shit.
Where I worked at the time, that only was a 30 minutes closer. It wasn't even.
Yeah, you could have stayed. I would have stayed just because you could go to sleep now.
You know what I mean? Here's the thing. Not only do I feel bad because
what if you would have stayed and you would have stayed with her? You would have been miserable eventually, you know what I mean?
Maybe I would have.
What if you would have got back together and then, you know what I mean?
You remember, I don't know, I'm not going to say...
She seemed alright, but she seemed real, like, needy.
I think she had some, like a complex.
Yeah. And
she had, seriously, to this day, one of the best bodies on a girl I've ever seen. Like, not ever seen, but ever, like, been with.
Okay.
Like, but, you know, she had some issues in her childhood and stuff, so whatever. But I always felt bad that I, like, let her down and hurt her feelings and all that shit. But also, it's like, me now would be like, yeah, stay. You get to hang out with this cool chick, and there was pizza left when I left. There's more pizza.
What if you would have grabbed the box? You're like, you're not going to eat this later, are you?
Dude, that would have been so much better if I would have took the pizza.
She's like, I need to go use the restroom. You leave while she's in the restroom and you take all the pizza?
That would have been the nicer thing to do.
And one of those nice hotel pillows, because now it's on her dime, right? Oh, shit.
Oh, shit. So anyway, we're going to wrap up with that.
We're going to wrap up.
No glove, no love. If you remember anything, remember, no glove, no love.
Yeah. And, you know, fat or chubby, thick girls.
And if you ever...
let me know. What's better? All you chicks that listen, please send back Twitter, Facebook, whatever the fuck you are.
Thick than chubby.
Even leave a fucking review. I don't even care if it's a bad review.
I don't
either. But no, I want to know what you think. Fucking thick, chubby.
No, here's what I want to know, because I know what they think.
Thick
they
or
all
chubby?
think thick. Thick is like slang for like hot with like a big ass and nice thighs. But
I'm going to go tell my wife that she's thick.
Your wife is skinny as fuck. She's going to know you're bullshit. His wife weighs like, what does she weigh, 102 pounds?
No, probably like 108.
Oh, so she is chubby. And she's tall as fuck, dude.
She's had 2 kids, so.
But anyway.
That's like a slap in the face to a bunch of girls.
So if
she's
you're...
She's Mexican, though, so they can, or they either blow up or they stay skinny for fucking ever. Yeah.
If you're a girl and you're listening to this, if I approached you and said, like, man, you're chubby and you look good, would you be mad? Or would you be like, oh, he thinks I'm hot?
Look at that fucking sexy ass chubby.
Because I guarantee you, in my brain, I'm thinking weird. Chubby when I look. That's my way of describing that look.
Thick just sounds like you're, I don't know, like I'm thinking like you're describing like a steak or something. You know?
Yeah, that you want to sink your teeth into.
Juicy steak. And they're like, I don't want you to think of me as a piece of meat. But chubby, I'm not going to look at that chubby steak. No, thick steak.
I think if I
chubby is like cutesy, and they're not going to want to be called that.
I know, but if I go up to you and I'm clearly like the girl that I called chubby today was out of my fucking league. And when I go up to her, I'll be like, man, you are like beautiful and chubby. Like, I get that it sounds bad, but it's just the best way to describe what she looks like.
Yeah.
She was beautiful and chubby. You can be 2 things.
Yeah.
There's other girls that are fucking fat.
But you were saying she was thick.
Thick is the nowadays.
She had a round face. She didn't have like a distinguished like tone to her face. It was round.
Just to give people an idea, she's like short. She was probably like 5'1" or 5'2".
She wasn't that short, right?
5'5". What? She was normal short. Normal
girl.
Yeah. And she probably weighed, if I'm going to guess, like 130 pounds, 20, 30 pounds, 120. Something like that. So
if she was 5'1" and weighed 130, she'd be fat.
Yeah, I guess so. She was like 5'5", like 115, 120.
Yeah.
Anybody listening, you'd be like, oh, she's a good-looking girl. But chubby is just the way I describe her body type.
You were supposed to say thick, I thought.
Thick is what you should say. Chubby is what comes into mind.
Okay.
I'm not a millennial or whatever.
I was like, I thought I was team chubby and you were team thick. But no, we're both team chubby, just they're team thick or whatever.
So anyway, to sum up, there's no summing up. We're going to get out of here.
Yeah.
we're gonna end on a hard
Hard R.
hard.
Vibrators.
Yeah.
But anyways, all right, y'all. This has been episode 55. Tune in next week, right?
Please.
And if you're listening to this, as always, you are the bad vibe.